Hi everyone, this is Brian Gundy from fgsnakes, and I have before you tonight my second 14 egg clutch of the season. There was a slug in this clutch, so there's 13 eggs in this nest box, and I'll tell you folks, it's just been an amazing season over here. This year I have 34 females on my breeding team, and right now we're at 32 clutches for the season. I have 17 clutches in the incubator with another 15 building and ovulating. So it's just going to be amazing. My average egg count per clutch at this point is 8, and I'm anticipating that that number might grow to 10 on an average egg count per clutch by the end of the season. It's just been amazing. And I believe that the reason why I'm having this type of a season where I'm having huge clutches is because I don't mess around when it comes to feeding, especially during the breeding season. I know this is probably one of the most controversial subjects in the ball python community, but I don't have a problem. I don't find it controversial at all. I find it very successful. I find it very effective. During the breeding season, excuse me, I have every intentions of feeding my snakes pretty much as they want to eat. I was talking to someone the other day, and he and I were talking about some of the bigger breeders in the country, and their comment to him was that they think of their breeding season as a virtual smorgasbord time of year. And then you have others that don't feel that way, and that's great. You know, that's okay, because everybody has their own way of doing everything. But you know, all I can say is that this process and this system that I'm working here is working for me, and that's all that any of us can hope for. So yeah, what I do is, and this is the tip of the day, about January, February, March, I load them up. I feed them as much as they want to eat. If my snakes are eating typically one medium rat, there's a very good probability that once in a while I'll feed them 2. If they eat smalls, there's a very good chance that during the breeding season they'll get 2. I have no problems with loading these females up. My philosophy or my thoughts are that if you can create a an increased fat content in the snake's body, that there's a hormonal message sent to the ovaries that will basically trigger the ovaries to produce larger quantities of follicles. That's what I'm about. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to trick the snake's system into thinking there's a very plentiful food source, so the body or the physiological part of the snake where their the reproductive organs are going to go crazy with producing follicles, and that's what I'm seeing, and that's what I plan. I'm gonna continue to stick with it, and one of the reasons I'm sharing this with you guys is because, you know, if you want to try it, I'd love to hear what happens in the future. Let's say next season, but again, you know, 8 egg average so far with 7. I think there's 17 eggs in the 17 clutches in the incubator, and you know, it's just, it's been great. It's just a phenomenal season. I'm wondering now, I'm going to have to probably buy some more cages, because it's that type of year. For the hatchlings, it's just going to go crazy. So again, if you guys want large clutches, like I do, you know, that's my goal. I mean, this is what I do for a living, so I'm not messing around. This is how I pay my bills. I live in the Silicon Valley, and it's not cheap to live here. And I have every intentions of producing as many babies as I can, keeping my snakes as healthy as I can, and you know, it's just yeah, it's just what I'm trying to do. I'm gonna give you guys a tip of the day, and I'm gonna start doing that again. I know I did it for a while, and you guys seem to enjoy it. So once you've taken the female off of her clutch, and you've washed her off, and you've washed her tub and the insert that the tub goes into, I take it one step further, and I actually take the snake and put it into a totally different tub, a tub that is typically owned by a male, And then I take that tub and I put it into a different slot in the rack. My goal is to keep that female from smelling her eggs. And I think that by doing that, based on my observations, a lot of my females are going back on food literally within days of laying their clutches. And again, because I'm a feeder, this is, my philosophy is feed them good, especially during the breeding season. When you're trying to maintain just a standard maintenance diet, that's great. And I have no intentions of blowing my females up at this point. But come January, February, March, my animals are being. I'm typically offering food twice a week to my females, and if they take it, great. They don't, that's fine. But again, I'm all about big clutches, and so anyway, just thought I'd share this second 14 egg clutch of the season for me. And again, there looks like we're going to have some more 9 egg clutches. Looks like a 10 egg clutch coming up in the next, probably about a week or so. And then another 10 or 12 egg clutch coming up in about 2 weeks or so. So anyway, just thought I'd share this with you guys, and hopefully you'll try feeding your snakes big time. I know a lot of you out there are shaking your heads, thinking, what the heck are you talking about, Brian? And what the heck are you saying this for? Because our snakes are, a lot of people think that our snakes are overfed. Well, it's working for me. All right, everyone. You guys take care. Have fun. Bye-bye.